And here we are with week 4 recording for BBL Season 5. Um, Starting off with Bruins and M-Man, and here we are with Bob. Say hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Oh,
Hi,
wait, I'm
Bob.
Bob. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah, and we haven't recorded in a while because Bob's working a lot.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough.
Yeah, so just trying to make that time when we can. So it's usually clumps. Maybe next season will go smoother. Um, but yeah, we have news for the league, but we'll talk about that when it gets to the week that it matters. Um, but yeah, we'll try to separate this into, I guess, 4 different recordings.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll try and get 4, 5, 6, and 7 all done today. We
yeah,
are
we'll
that
try.
far behind.
Do you wanna play these on normal or fast?
Uh, you're gonna split into 4 videos, right? So we'll just do normal. I
Okay.
got plenty of time. I do work tonight again, but not until I don't have to be there till like 10 o'clock. So
Yeah. I just was thinking right now. I'm gonna change all these to dark mode and not light mode. Dark mode looks cooler on Showdown. All right.
I wish they
Anything
had
about?
the AMOLED on Showdown.
Huh?
I wish they had the AMOLED on Showdown like they have on Discord.
um, what do you think about this matchup? And Man and Bruins.
Um, I'm pretty sure I already know who won this,
Yeah,
and
but
I'm
I guess
looking at
just
the
from the league.
matchup. And I mean, Altaria looks like it goes crazy this game, other than the Magirna being there.
Yeah.
Golurk also looks very good. There's no
It's just the
real
Ala. Well,
Golurk answer.
Alamalola has a lot of HP in defense. It's basically just physical. It's like Fizz Def Chansey.
Well, Aloe doesn't beat Altaria if it's your usual Dragon Dance refresh set.
If it's refreshed, no, it doesn't beat it. But
And then it beats Heal Bell though if he brings like a support Altaria. Victini can trade itself with any Mon. If it's like Scarf Final Gambit, it can trade with anything.
it won't
The
kill
Weakreed
the.
also looks very solid here. It won't kill Alomomola, and it won't kill Rotom obviously because it's immune. And I think,
Yeah.
but I think everything else if it's that set.
I know. I want. I know. I want to say Miltank has more than 100 HP.
It's base 100. It's the same.
Oh, it's exactly the same. Then he would have to be max HP to Oko it. But yeah, if that's everything else, I mean, like Grant doesn't love this matchup, but I would say it doesn't hate the matchup because if you chip Alamalola down, it kind of gets free specs surfs off because like it has to be AV max with Magirna to really like truly be a switch in, and it just gets whittled
Well,
down.
it's Zard X on Bruin's side, right? So that
Yeah.
actually beats Grim. It takes one hit. It takes a hit and
It has
comes
to
back.
Mega first though, so if it doesn't, then
I mean, when you look here, it's going to Mega probably like turn 1, turn 2 in this scenario.
I guess it depends. I don't. She never leads Zard to like any matchup, but you about ready?
Yeah, let's
All
call it.
right. Play in 3, 2, 1. So she leads with the Miltank, kind of like I said.
Okay.
Rocks up Dynamic Punch, so revealing that it is no guard. So that
Into
is
the
helmet.
helmet.
Yeah, Dynamic Punch is kind of free, and this is like I said, Aloe is just really good physical switching.
Yeah, Aloe doesn't care about
Yeah.
Golurk very much. It's not choice banned, and it's
Yeah.
not choice banned. So
It's just one of those things. Good rocks though by the Ferrothorn, and does a good chunk with the gyro, but obviously
that makes me think it's like a max speed Miltank almost.
not sure. Well, it does have a decent speed stat.
Base 100, yeah.
But it doesn't really lose because it has Rocky Helmet and it can be, grass absorbing ability. Sap Super.
Yeah, Sap Super. It should be thick flat in this matchup though for Victini. Should be.
Maybe. It depends on if she was more fearing the Victini or the Ferrothorn, but just the threat of it, I guess, just means that Edman won't risk going for Leech Seed. Which comes out after the Para. Out comes Aloe Malola. He protects again. He didn't really need to, I don't think, because it couldn't.
Yeah, I think it was actually a bad play when he protected on the Magirna a couple turns ago. I think that was just a bad play.
Yeah, and then right there, she takes a burn. A burn kind of hurts Aloe a little bit.
Well, it's Heal Bell Miltank, probably.
Maybe, yeah. We'll see what. Switches out, so I guess not Heal Bell.
Or
Goes
just
hard.
trying to. Oh no. So it's AV Magirna for sure. Okay.
Yeah, it only took it 14. I
I
think
think this is also AV Golurk, probably just to deal with Magirna.
probably. That makes a lot of sense because it can definitely eat a
Golurk
hit.
and Ferrothorn, I don't think any Magirna set is going to win this
Yeah.
game.
In this matchup, I feel like M-Man should be forcing Gren in a lot more. Like Alamalola, it doesn't care. If it gets burned, it just doesn't care. It fires off Surf or Dark Pulse. Spec Surf does a lot to
Yeah.
Alamalola.
You can see Bruins kind of going pretty commonly into Magirna here to try and keep it
Yeah.
healthy so it can deal with Gren in the long term.
Yeah.
Dazzling comes out from Magirna.
Wishing into Magirna
That would've
definitely means it's harder to deal with for Gren.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like this Vaporeon could have gone Ferrothorn the last 3 turns and gotten up some more. If it has spikes,
Probably.
it could have gotten up spikes.
well,
And now finally the Ferrothorn comes in on the Rotom. That's still a good position for Ferrothorn.
T-Wave comes out, and then how many? So he has Vaporeon and Pharaoh both paralyzed. Hex does a hell of a lot, enough for easy. And this is
My god!
yeah,
What?
I did not get that play because I was watching like just sack the Ferrothorn, right? You sack the Ferrothorn, you bring in Gren, you click Surf. If she goes into Love Disc, all right, you get a possible 2-hit KO, which I calculated it should have been a 2-hit KO.
I mean, I can understand the more aggressive play behind it. You want to get Gren in on the Hex because Gren doesn't need HP in this game. Everything kills it, even at full. So
but even then,
you want
it's
to go
just like,
Gren on a Hex and just take the chip and then try and get a kill while preserving your Ferrothorn at like 30% because you can bring it back.
It wasn't that high. It was at like barely anything.
It was at about 30 the first time, I believe. Like, you can still bring it back with Vaporeon Wish.
I think it was at like 15 after the Hex.
But the Gren coming in on the Volt Switch was really, really bad there, yeah.
Yeah, it was his win con. And
But I mean, like, as you can already see looking at it, like, this Ferrothorn is back to full already. But, I mean, this Terrax not crazy.
Giving up a Gren, possible Ash Gren for a full Ferrothorn, not a good trade.
I mean, there's an AV Magirna that he's never going to be able to break. So
Yeah.
I can kind of...
I mean, he can chip it down, and eventually, if he kills Alamalola, eventually especially if he gets Ash Gren, right, by killing Diallo, then it does start to break into
Well, Diallo's not here to deal with the Gren. That's what the AV Magirna...
No, but it does, like, if
Zard gets murdered.
that was funny. I forgot about that.
Ferrothorn he's talking so bad about is putting in the work.
Yeah, but again, so this is like the 4th week in a row where Garen just doesn't get to click a move. It has not.
Gren just comes out and dies, yeah.
Yeah, it has not got to click a single move yet.
This Altaria still looks really good, though. The problem is that Magirna's full.
Yeah, I don't believe he packed Heal Bell or Refresh or anything.
Oh, we got Ice Punch on the Miltank as well.
I think she should be spamming Body Slams to the Ice Punch because the para kind of helps a big in this. Yeah, so
I don't think she wants to. I don't think she wants to paralyze it in the event. Like now, she can't Toxic it. Though I guess now Miltank want it, but
yeah, I mean, it already if it can't heal, it doesn't really break Love Disc easily, and Love Disc kind of stalls out turns.
I'm trying to figure out what this Victini is because this Victini is not switched in yet.
I believe it's Scarf.
That's another thing that should have been coming in more often than I believe.
I mean, he would have had to get the rocks away though, and I want to say Altaria is the defogger because that's the only thing that could have been a hazard remover. So like right here, right, all he can do is click Fire move. So
it's Trick Room Victini. What?
Which is weird because it's still slower. And then
Min
he
speed
U-turn. He also clicks
Min
U-turn.
speed is still faster than this thing, so he probably doesn't have Bolt Strike, or he wants to U-turn into Golurk, maybe.
I have no idea. It's
he
a
can
very
Altaria here, though. He does make Altaria faster, even though it's paralyzed.
Yeah, but Altaria doesn't really do anything to Magirna, especially paralyzed.
Yeah, the Altaria being paralyzed and not having Refresh is going to really hurt it.
Right here, Bruins can just go free Magirna, yep, and why not click Flash Cannon?
I mean, why not click Flash Cannon or Dazzling Gleam would have been good there. I don't know why Ice Beam ever came out. Well, it came out for Golurk, obviously, but yeah.
I guess, but like, still, it's free damage. And then V-Create
Yeah.
comes out.
At this point, he doesn't beat Magirna plus
I
Alomomola.
definitely think
So
Victini should have
it's
been
over.
special. I definitely think Victini should have been special this game. It could have packed either T-Bolt or Thunder and gotten a lot of damage off on this Love Disc for probably a 2-hit KO.
Does Victini have T-Bolt? I don't think it does.
I know at least it gets an electric special move.
It gets.
I'm pretty sure
I
it
think
gets.
Shark.
I'm pretty sure it
It
gets
gets
Thunder.
Shark Beam.
I'm pretty sure it gets Thunder and Thunderbolt, but I'll check. But yeah, so that's a dead Victini, and Love Disc is still at 50, and neither of the last two Pokemon.
Do not degrade this thing by calling it Love Disc.
Did I just call it Love Disc?
Yes, you did. I know his
Oh.
nickname is Love Disc, and it's basically Mega Love Disc, but do not degrade this thing by calling it that.
I know. So yeah, Victini does learn Thunderbolt and Thunder, which Thunder would be. Thunder would essentially be like slightly less accurate, like Hydro Pump, because of its ability, which is not bad. Like if it needed to land 2 on Love Disc, it could.
It's also like 30% para as opposed to 10%, so that would have been really nice in this game, I think.
Yeah.
It would have worked out pretty well.
And
Double Protect Flex.
I forget if she saves this Love Disc for differential, or this Alamalola for the. She could have just easily gone Magirna to save it for differential. Out comes Tarak.
Yeah,
Poison Jab does not kill, but also
Yeah,
he goes
Altaria
for
does not have
Earthquake.
Poison Jab.
I don't know why he went for Earthquake.
I think maybe she was or maybe he was predicting Magirna to come in there.
But he got the free switch into Tarak from the death of Aloe.
I was expecting a weird double. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure after this, it was either this week or the next, M-Man actually drops Ash Greninja, because it just has not been able to do a single thing all season.
Yeah, it's very easy to prep for when you know it's coming.
I mean, it's still good. It's not a mon that you like get.
I think Protean is significantly better because it has
draft.
a lot more.
In draft, you either have to build heavily around, I wouldn't say heavily, but enough around Ashgran with like Volt Switch and U-Turn and like hazards to make it like amazing, or you go Protein like say and it builds for your team.
Yeah, I prefer Protein in draft for sure.
In draft, yeah, but I guess it's just I would say Ashgren is a better mon to get later, whereas Protein, like in draft versus Protein Gren, which is so good to get early because you can kind of build a team and then decide what you're building it around later. But yeah, this was 71 turns. God damn. We're 13 minutes of the recording and we did one game. Fantastic.
And that was it was fat on fat, so
yeah.
Both players were using their fat sides of their squads.
So moving on now to Red and Monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, hers will be under Lisa with an H.
Yeah. Leia. I call her Leia. It's probably Lisa though.
But like Lisa. This matchup I actually really like Weavile. I think I remember how this went down, but yeah, Weavile in this matchup does look very good because
Darmanitan looks really good too.
Yeah,
there's no real resists.
It has to be like Fizz Def on Gudra, and that doesn't really eat very well.
Yeah, you still get 2-hit KO'd by Flare Blitz.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Adamant, like Scarf Adamant, like it does a lot. Like something people forget is that Galarian Darms, like Icicle Crash or Flare Blitz, does less than regular Darms because Sheer Force.
Yeah, or Sheer Force Flare Blitz is significantly stronger than Bandit Icicle Crash just because of base power. And this thing does have 140 base attack?
Well, they have the same base attack. I mean, it's if they're the same item, right? Because Icicle Crash basically becomes the same as like a little bit stronger than Flare Blitz because of Guerrilla Tactics, but it doesn't get that free life orb boost from Sheer Force either. So yeah,
the downside to Scarf Darm here is I think Fizdef Gudra actually isn't 2-hit KO'd by Scarf Flare Blitz, I think it's
No,
like
but
it barely lives and it has a chance to die after rocks, but I
no,
believe
but
it.
he can definitely go like Metagross or Mimikyu after, um, like very easily. I would say
I mean, I feel like if Goodra comes in, you always just go Manaphy on that.
that's
If
also a
it's like,
possibility. But
because Manaphy can probably set up on Goodra depending on if it's
yeah,
Power Whip or not. And if it's Power Whip, then you have that can probably deal with it, or
yeah.
Metagross. They could also Fire Move in this matchup. Like Goodra has such an amazing move pool, but it's still so bad.
Yeah, I imagine Galarian Darm gets like a solid 3 KO on Fizdef Gudra if he's not like banded, but I'm sure Adamant does.
Galarian Darm?
Sorry, regular Darm.
Galarian
Regular
Darm
Darm.
murder.
Oh yeah,
Oh
no
yeah, if it's
Galarian.
Scarf into Fizdef Gudra, I think it does somewhere around like 36 to 40 with Flare Blitz. If
Yeah,
it's like Scarf, it has a chance to capture rocks, but it's like a very low chance.
yeah. I do like Manaphy in this matchup. It's just outsped by like
I don't like
Superior.
Manaphy at all in this matchup. Manaphy has issues dealing with Toxicroak. It's
Well, it
slower than
learns Psychic.
it does, but like it's gonna have issues dealing with everything. Still, is the point.
Like if
Like
it's
even if it gets one kill, Serp will always come in and then get a kill right
no, I
afterwards
know that's
too.
the thing is Serp is faster, but I mean he can always
And
just go into like
Manaphy
Metagross.
also struggles to break through Gudra as well. So between Toxicroak and
It has. I
Gudra,
mean,
one of those definitely.
Tailglow Ice Beam like should kill it
If
if
it's
it's Fizdef.
if it is Fizdef, it still lives because Gudra's base Spidef is like 150. It's
Yeah,
gigantic.
but I mean, it does a lot for easy to KO, I'd imagine. I don't think Gudra can
Yeah,
OHKO back.
I think Manaphy can set it up for Darm to win if it weakens
Yeah.
the Gudra.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I don't really like Manaphy. And I feel like the things Manaphy is doing by weakening Gudra are things that you can do with Zarude, for example, since Gudra would be the grass resist or
Yeah.
grass immunity.
Yeah. But I guess that's enough talking about that. Let's get into the game. 3, 2,
All right.
1. So leads the Lando.
Fucking music again.
Huh?
Holy crap. My music again.
I like the Lando lead. It kind of does well against most of the Pokemon. Because it's not going to be a physical superior, really, so you're not really too worried about that. Out comes Zarude. Solid switch. Zarude is a solid switch in for all that. U-turn. Does a good chunk, actually. Does a decent chunk with 20.
Well, Cinderace is pretty frail, so. And it is Life Orbs.
Yeah, but I mean,
now we've seen U-turn be clicked about 5 times here already. So
right here, he does. Right here, I think he could have easily just clicked like U-turn, because I'm sure he has U-turn on Landorus.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's really much to worry about there if you were.
Ooh, it's Gooey Gudra too, so that makes me think it is Fizdef.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it only took 24.
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty normal damage, honestly.
I guess he goes for Drain Punch, predicting the Magnezone.
I guess. I don't know what else you click Drain Punch there for.
He clicks it again.
I don't know why Mimikyu's in the game at this point, anyways. But
yeah. I think that might have been.
Hey, it got rid of them. It beat the Magnezone. That's cool.
That was. I had to imagine that was either banned. I think that was banded Mimikyu based on what he's been clicking.
It's possible. It's still so weak, though, so it's hard to tell. It does nothing.
I know. It is a Pokemon that's you can only really make it solid OU, like top tier OU, by giving it like Belly Drum.
Or Poltergeist would be nice as well. Ooh, hard Darm, the win con. On something that you don't go Darm on.
Yeah, I mean, it was a kind of a... I didn't hate the switch in, but like she could have clicked Draco. Like I think Metagross was the better thing to force.
Also, yeah, that looks like a Scarf Darm based on the damage, and then this is Fizdef Gudra.
Yeah, figure that.
Protect on tail. Are you crazy?
Yep, and I assume Ice Beam comes out.
Stack them on that Revenge killed this. Okay.
Yep. Out comes this.
Weavile doesn't kill.
Nope.
Oh, Weavile don't even come close to killing. I feel like he's gonna just win this game now. Cinderace can't kill either. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that high jump kick, that would not have killed.
Oh no. I mean, I think.
Hold on.
I think he could have stayed in.
Maybe it was banded Cinderace because it took rocks damage, right?
Did it? Let me see. I don't think.
Yep, pointed stones dug into Cinderace.
Oh yeah, maybe
Oh well.
then.
I mean, it's game over with Lando then. I
Yeah.
think.
He clicks knockoff, which I don't hate, but I think U-turn was kind of the better play
I
to
feel like
get.
he doesn't have U-turn. I don't think he has
Probably
U-turn.
not, but I feel like if you're Lando, you also that is but def as hell. Uh,
Oh yeah. That did nothing. Jesus.
keeps. I don't know why at that point. Like if you don't have your leftovers anymore, don't click protect. Don't click protect. You're giving
Well,
you give your opponent way too many options, and yeah,
yeah, there's the game. Ace died to rocks, and then
that
just had to
that
kill the thing.
that might have been Metagross' first kill of the season. Not gonna lie.
Probably Metagross' last kill of the season too, based on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he played it real well. Outside
I
of
think he
risking
played
stuff.
fine.
I think he risked a few too many things, and he benefited from Monkey protecting at the worst possible times.
Yeah, I feel like. Well,
you don't protect on a Manaphy because Manaphy has Tail Glow. I think, yeah, and then although it didn't matter protecting on the Landorus, like after her leftovers were knocked off, she doesn't. You don't gain anything. You don't gain. Yeah, you don't gain anything from that. I'd say, so it wasn't really worth kind of saving or using protect there. But yeah, that made Red 3-1 actually. Talk more about that later. And now we see Knight and Embiid. This one, because Knight was, I think, either 0-3 or 1-2 at this point.
Knight's team just weird to me.
It's like it's not bad. It's just not quite good enough.
Well, if we look at the matchup right here, you see this Magneton. This Magneton does nothing in this game. You see this Quagsire.
I think Embiid had a Steel type that he wanted to trap, but I'm not certain.
Scizor. The Scizor's right there, but Magneton doesn't trap Scizor. Not without HP.
Yeah, you have to run max speed Magneton, and I mean you do damage with T-Bolt, but like
you have to be max speed specs to even kill max HP Scizor with HP Fire, and there's no HP Fire, so T-Bolt is not even a 2-hit KO.
If he's Spadef, yeah, no, it's not.
I mean, what else would be in a matchup against a Lele?
I know. I've actually thought before, like, in a matchup of Scizor versus Lele, you could actually run Metal Claw and justify it.
I mean, you'd probably just run Iron Head because Iron Head is still stronger than Metal Claw.
Only by like a little bit.
5 base power, but Iron Head can flinch. So.
But then again, Metal Claw also gets the attack raise.
Sure. I mean, the attack raise doesn't help in this case because there's a Quagsire.
I mean, imagine clicking Metal Claw, he goes into like Magneton, but then you just get like, oh, +1 U-turn off and switch out, or Superpower.
Or you just kill it with Superpower.
Yeah, I'm like +1 Superpower. Yeah.
It dies Superpower.
If he was EVL, I know, but +1 Superpower like should if he's no like.
Well, if he's EVL life, then he also doesn't kill Scizor with anything to begin with. So Scizor still wins.
Funny. Yeah. But yeah, Scizor just looks really good against Beedrill, so we'll see if he handles it really well. I mean, Scizor looks pretty necessary in this, so hopefully he doesn't 3.
The only Mon that looks very necessary in this is Togekiss. Togekiss beats Hawlucha, and everything else on Knight's team doesn't look good in this matchup.
Togekiss does keep him from just raw losing to Lucha.
He has to be like at full too, because +2 Stone Edge has a very good chance to KO.
That's if he's
like
running. That's if he's running it though. I don't know if he would be.
I don't know why you wouldn't be, but yeah.
Hey, I'm not the one playing. Anyway, ready? 3, 2, 1. And he leads off with the Scizor. Makes sense because Knight's been leading off with Beedrill a lot.
Yeah, I mean, when you have Beedrill, you lead Beedrill. You need that thing Mega Evolved very fast.
Yeah, I think he should have clicked U-turn. I think he was fearing Bullet Punch so much that, like, it made it too obvious that he was going to switch. So U-turn was very free. Also, I don't think he would be banded in a matchup where his opponent could have... That's not even...
Ooh, big damage.
That's not even a 2. That's not even a 2 KO. That's so funny.
That was pathetic.
Toxic comes out on the Quag. That's pretty good because Clef should have Heal Bell, but even then, it makes it harder for this to come in until he does get healed up.
Clef? What clef are you talking about? There's no clef here.
Sorry, Chansey.
I don't think Chansey has room for heal bell if it's got flamethrower.
I know. But Leech Seed comes out.
This Chansey's also dead, so.
Yeah.
It
teleports, so that means it's almost entirely dead. Also, notably, the only defogger Knight can have is Lucha. So that's fine.
Yep.
So I think it was like a roll to kill with Sacred Fire.
Beedrill gets defogged. Beedrill gets defogged.
Okay. Woo, the once in a lifetime defog Beedrill.
Hey. I've used worse.
I knew he was gonna. I figured he had dual Weeby, and I'm like, oh, this is hot to cook it. He misses twice when either one would have killed the Lucha.
Miss.
Either one would have killed the Lucha. Either one kills the Lucha, and
well, this is just game now. Oh, it's sub Lucha, so actually, I don't even think it can touch Togekiss. At +0, it definitely doesn't kill Togekiss. I don't think it kills Pert either. So
yeah. So clicks counter.
Ooh, counter Pert.
Acro does not do a lot though. So it just breaks the sub with Scald. Like,
Sub Roost Acro.
Yeah. And look at those rolls by Scald. That means that first one barely. And I don't know why, but Knight kept playing around.
Roost again instead of subbing.
Yeah, he kept playing around with Scald. He kept playing around with Scald burns. I don't know why.
It's just mono acrobatics. It's just mono acrobatics.
Which, I mean, if you're at like +2, I guess you can beat Togekiss if it's not Fizz Def, but like.
Oh, I mean, you're going to die to this right now.
Yeah. Without high jump kick, he kind of can't break through that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, CC will work as well, but yeah.
And out comes this. I'm sure it has Earth Power. Out comes B.
Does it need it? I think it just might be lead.
Lead
Seed Protect.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just put Lead Seed again here.
Or Synthesis. Leech Seed, Synthesis.
The Venusaur wins. That is Specs Magneton, though.
Although the miss there does kind of suck, because now you have to spam Synthesis until you can safely click.
And hopefully you don't get a Spadef drop. Hopefully there's no Spadef
drop. No Spadef drops, no crits, and he just has Earth Power.
Just screw it.
Yeah, but well, I mean, he didn't really
rock.
He should have not been risking crits and just killed it already, because he can just kill Chansey with Giga Drain.
Yeah, well, Vina just goes crazy and wins the game.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Embiid was taking a little bit longer to kick Giga Drain on like turn 30.
Who cares?
Yeah, but
he might have calced to make sure it actually killed Chansey. Because if Chansey got back to full, it could win. It could win that game, depending on.
I don't think it wins, but I think like just Leech Seed, Leech Seed forces it to switch into like Quag, which I mean. Well, if he's Teleport Flamethrower, he's not Wish.
Well, he'd have to be soft-boiled and something that can actually, like Psychic, something that can actually be Venusaur.
Plus, Pert does have Toxic, so it makes it even harder.
If he keeps the sack in the back like he was trying, or M-Man was trying to, or who did he just play against? Knight was trying to keep the sack in the back so that Chansey could natural cure itself if it needed to.
Yeah. Notably Knight's team is very weird because he has like a lot of hyper offense and just like not enough. Yeah, but he has like no real like hazard removal. So like every week he's taking so much chip from like rocks or spikes. Yeah. That's what that was.
That's what heavy duty boots are for. You don't need defog.
Except when you have a Beedrill that's mega evolved and it can't, switch.
I know. He should have like at least Magic Bounce.
Something. But now on to Quack and Hawaiian Shaman. I remember this sort of, and
I have no idea what happened in this game, but I see that Gliscor and I know what that Gliscor has done to people this season.
Let's put this one on fast.
And that Gliscor looks like it's about to do it again.
Yeah, let's just get into the game. 3, 2, 1. So Incin against Scizor, and I have this on fast, just hoping.
Yeah, I'm on fast too.
It's a weird ass game. So rocks come out, Toxic comes out, or Toxic Orb comes out, Gliscor does Gliscor thing. It's +2 Fire Fang, still doesn't kill. That
So
meant that.
yeah, it's usually pretty weak when it does.
But Scizor can't really do anything. He clicks knockoff, and it's like he's already toxic from Toxic Orb, and then he gives it the Lumberry.
What
The Lumberry was actually kind of hot. The tricking
that
Lumberry
was flames. That was flames.
Because
Now
now
the
like,
Gliscor is not poison.
but his team still struggles to do anything to it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's still not going to do very well against the Gliscor.
like if he specs Naga, you just come in and click Draco, but I guess he's not.
No, it's definitely not Specs. It's probably Plot Orb, as per
I mean,
she's brought every other game this season.
You look at this matchup. Honestly, Specs does look good. Like, because I don't
There's
think
a
Plot.
Slowking.
Yeah, but you just get damage off on it, see how if it's AV or not, and just
There's a Slowking and an Incineroar, and you don't want to lock
+2. +2 is not defeating Slowking, and Incineroar you get chip off that it can't really recover.
+2 beats Slowking.
I don't know why he switched instead of clicking Overheat again. I guess
probably because he thought the Gliscor was faster.
I guess,
or
but
forgot
I guess, but he should have taken that risk. Unless we saw earlier, but I don't remember if we saw who was faster.
We did see earlier that the Gliscor was faster.
Gotcha. Never mind then. But I mean, he gets a Naga.
Yeah, that did nothing.
Draco, so that might have been Specs. But if it was Specs, he should have been getting it earlier. In comes
it did nothing, so it's like whatever. Oh, this Rotom is equipped to deal with this Gliscor in conjunction with knocking it off. That's crazy.
It's
too bad.
Weird.
It needs Plot, I think.
Yeah, it definitely needs Plot in this game if he's planning to defeat it.
What is this Acrobatics Torn doing?
Acrobatics Air Slash.
What is this?
Don't know. So
I can understand. I guess Air Slash is to try and help it deal with Kartana.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! +3 Defiant, and in comes Deoxys to say, "Who cares?"
Yep. E-Speed doing nothing to Scizor, and Deoxys almost dies to defensive Bullet Punch.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Deoxys is about to go crazy right now. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess fearing Scarf, but
it's not Specs. Plot and not Orb, so it's.
And I get.
That's what I was thinking when I looked at it. I was like, maybe it's Pyappa.
If he's Pyappa though, he should have just been like Sash, because he dies anyway to Deoxys. Deoxys has too high of a special attack. It's the same as like an Overheat or a Draco. It's doing
except
a ton.
Deoxys base 150, so it's like basically taking an Overheat from a Chandelure.
And Naganadel isn't exactly like if he was. Well, I guess it doesn't beat Rillaboom still because you need enough HP. But like, go into something else maybe. I don't know. He was trying to play around the Gliscor. I guess he didn't really have much on his team to play for Gliscor. But then again, there is the Naga there. You know.
Yeah, I feel like Shay went too hard trying to deal with the Gliscor, and then didn't even get rid of the Gliscor as a result.
Non-Specs Naga did 40 to Slowking with Draco. So I think you can plot on something, click like Draco, kill something or do a ton to something, and then just switch out, pick a turn later to come back in and do it all again. I think that would have been really good in this matchup, but he played so much around the Gliscor that he wasn't playing to a win con, whereas Quack was slowly playing to a win con. Like you look at his team, he has like 4 win cons right here. Like Deoxys, Rillaboom can be one, Kartana, freaking Gliscor was SD. Like, wow. Also, is anyone yeah. I don't know. But yeah, just playing too much on one Pokemon without playing for what you need really, really hurts.
Yes, sir, it does.
But yeah, that's a game between them and their division, so that actually matters a lot. And let's look at Camel and Shadow. The meme-off.
Even I know what happened in this game, and I wasn't really paying attention to these games. But this was not only Game of the Week, this had one of the most creative and interesting sets I've seen, or one of the most creative ideas for a way to deal with an insanely threatening, should not be legal Pokemon.
Yeah. I think I put one of the plays on here for Play of the Week despite it being a losing game. Breaking my own
No,
rule.
there was a very specific thing about it not being on there for some reason.
I think I put it on there. I think I put it on there forgetting he lost.
Yeah, well, it was still Play of the Week. Also, you just spoiled who won, so thank you.
I didn't say a name. I didn't say.
You said lost, and I said mega threat that should be banned.
I didn't.
I'm obviously not talking about Vikavolt or Seviper.
Well, since these are both memes, matchup goes out the window. Are you ready?
Okay. All right.
Tres, dos, uno.
Get Ditto on like lead.
Which I like the
Web.
Ditto lead because, you know, hey, webs and webs. I assume he was still Scarf, but
Rain Dance.
yeah. He had 4
Rain
more.
Dance.
Yep.
Ooh, Technoblast comes out. It's super effective, so that makes
from the
it what,
assist.
electric? I think that makes it electric like Technoblast.
He was holding he was holding whatever the electro thing is called. Own tempo preventing the attack drop.
Oh yeah, let's go. That's how we do it, boys. Tailwind Mence.
Oh, it's not this week that I gave it
Goodbye,
Play of the
Mence.
Week. It's the next week that I gave Play of the Week.
There's your Chill Drive Technoblast. This is just Technoblast abuse right now. This is not even the reason Genesect is banned, but still. Banded Suicune is out here clicking buttons. It's not Scarf Ditto. That's weird.
Okay, I remember who's Play of the Week.
No, it's Tailwind.
Yeah. By the way, Play of the Week is not on Camel's side. It's on Shadow's side. I was mixing up.
Oh.
I was mixing up.
Yeah.
I was mixing up which week Liepard did what it did. Which, I mean, the ice one was cool, but again, it was still a losing game. Like, he has to capitalize on it, and he did not. Spoilers.
Acupressure Drapion. Very weird choice.
I forgot about this part. He was Transform on his Smeargle. Bro, I feel like you just let that thing set up and then just go hard Ditto. Yo, wait, it was immune to the prankster. It was immune to the prankster.
Wait, what turn are you on?
I'm on turn 16.
Oh my god, I'm way ahead of you. Hold on. Tell me when you get to turn 18.
Well, let's see. We're seeing Beak Blast on Acupressure, and out comes turn 18, another Beak Blast. So he gets burned. Oh yeah, does he bring Ditto in right here? He should.
It looks like a Ditto situation,
because now you're at +1 speed, +2 attack. You kill, and I guess he could bring Clef out. So E-Speed comes out, it does kill. Okay, that's right. He was bringing physical Suicune. I forgot about that already.
It's freaking choice band Suicune, man. He did this specifically because of Camel bringing a physical Suicune last season.
Did he? I cannot.
Yes.
He goes for Snatch. Oh yeah.
He wanted to steal rocks, I think. Maybe.
I thought it only did that for like speed boosts and like stuff like that. I guess not. Well, I guess that's one of the things.
A weird variety of moves, yeah.
Yeah. Steel Beam was something I suggested to him on Heatran.
Steel Beam Citrus Berry. Into the dig. Let's go. Well, this is bad because you're not Power Herb. Technoblast Fire. Oh, never mind. Fire Technoblast on the Infernape.
Clef. He saves it, and this was also something I suggested. Sub Belly Drum. Also, Shadow screwed up.
Yeah,
Shadow screwed up.
He screwed up his EVs. Where's the select?
Yeah, and now right here, right? He's Infiltrator on the thing, so it gets through the sub, but it does not kill. And now he's faster because it hits Salic. I'm like, what the fuck was this whole set of plays?
I can't believe. Oh, I can actually believe that didn't kill because the Viper's trash. But
so Sub Belly Drum Clef does get the nominee for Play of the Week.
I feel like it's not Play of the Week. It might have been Mon of the Week for that set. Like, if there was a Heat of the Week award, They would probably get that.
We'll just give it
I
play of
don't
the
feel
week.
like
Deoxys gets KO Pokemon of the week because it got 5 kills.
Yeah, I think Deoxys earned its job there.
It didn't even look like it got 5 kills. I just barely realized. Wait, it got 5 kills in that game. It didn't look like it in that game. Like it just sneakily killed everything. Yeah. And then the final one, me against Arch. This is my
Second game, I believe.
Yeah, second game as a team. This is the first one where I actually have my team that I was able to draft freely. You pointed out like I didn't have a lot of speed, and I was like, well, there wasn't all. Unfortunately, with everything taken, there was only so much I can get with speed wise, so I kind of had to go for like fat or heavily attack while still having access to defog and stuff. So that was kind of the idea of it. You know, Galarian and Darm with Scarf forces opponents to run Scarf instead of Specs or Banded most of the time, which I like. And I can still pick it in at times. Yeah, Galarian...
I like your matchup in this one.
Yeah, Galarian Darm does really good. Toxtricity Boomburst does amazing. And I even have...
Walls everything.
I have Tyrantrum as a DD set, as just a late game. I was worried about like him being like Coco and Raichu, because I was like, all right, if he's Raichu at +2, that could be a difficult thing for my team. But I did, you know,
but there's no Coco.
Yeah, he didn't bring Coco. I don't know why he brought Raichu without Coco.
Yeah, why do you bring Raichu without Coco?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I prepped my Gligar and my, you know, Blossom, be able to live +2 from each of them, just in case, from like +2 Surf or +2 Psyshock.
Yeah, that would be my only thought process about it, is like you bring Raichu just to surf the ground type, and that's about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess not much else to say. I guess play in 3, 2, 1. So we got Darm against Galvantula. I didn't want to go for Fire Punch in case he was Sash and went for like Thunder. So I just switched. He went for T-Wave, and I was Lum, so I was like, all right, I at least got that away. I switched because I was like, me being Lum kind of makes it seem like obviously DD, so I didn't want to take another T-Wave. Instead, he went for Rocks, which I thought was weird. He got Reflect Up, but I didn't care because Gligar, you know, mini Gliscor just defogs away.
Yeah, Gligar doesn't care. And then Rotom's never going to get through Blossom here.
No, honestly, a lot of his team struggles with Blossom.
You brought Sleep Powder against a team that was probably bringing Coco?
You know, if he doesn't have it up. I was also Grassy Terrain.
Oh, you were manual Grassy Terrain?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was Grassy Terrain to be like... So I get to +2 speed. I clicked EQ. He comes back out into the Manectric. I clicked DD again because I'm thinking he's gonna go. I'm thinking he's gonna go into Rotom to be able to set me back to like. So that way I'll be at neutral and he gets a free Rotom kill. So I was like,
why would he go Rotom there?
To avoid
Manectric doesn't die to neutral EQ, so he would never have to risk that.
I guess I calculated later and saw that was so. This thing got to +4, and it was Salic. I was like, oh well, shit.
Well, too bad. It's slower than Darm.
No, it's faster than Darm because I was Adamant.
Adamant Darm should still be faster. It's 295.
It is not, because this thing it's not 295 if it is. But I still live. You know, I was Spadef. I checked, and there was actually no chance of that killing.
Good job, Gliscor.
Yeah.
Good job.
Gliscor put in a little bit of work. It didn't get to do a lot, but
Gligar,
sorry, Gligar. I calced and Adamant Icicle Crash kills. So I was like, all right, I only need Boom Burst left, so I'm just like clicking for damage on Rotom. Gets a flinch. I was like, hot. And then it gets another flinch.
Hot.
Yeah, I nominated this as Player of the Week just for the fun of it. I mean, Rotom couldn't kill with any one move, but...
Were you Scarf Valve, or were you Scarf Toxed?
I was Scarf Tox. I was like double Scarf.
Oh, okay. I was like, if you weren't Scarf on Toxtricity, I bet you Galvantula probably killed you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was
looking
Scarf.
At that set, it did. Looking at that set, it didn't have a way to kill you.
Yeah. But definitely Scarf Tox was good. Yeah, Darm was a nominee for Play of the Week, but or for not play of the week. Well, play of the week for the Flames,
Mon
but
of the week.
Mon of
Mon
the
of the
week.
week, yeah.
It got
Play of
3
the week.
kills, but 2 of them it weren't really super deserved.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, just Death Threat of Darm does a lot. Like it's too easy to get it in most of the time and just know, okay, my opponent can't do anything, so they have to eat a hit or switch and eat a big hit. So
Yeah, it is a giant, but I think it's kind of similar to what was the mon we were talking about earlier? Ash Gren. It's kind of easy to prep for if you know it's coming. It's not.
It's a bit harder though because it's just how much of a truck it hits. Like,
I think the only Darm that ever caught me off guard before in draft was when somebody actually did bring a heavy duty boots. The other Darm though.
Yeah.
The Zen mode. Heavy duty boots Zen mode. That actually messed me up one time.
So we'll show how Darm does in my week 6 game, because Darm in week 6 gets to play against Bruins, and Bruins had Alamalola, and I was just like, how the fuck do I beat Alamalola with Darm?
Thunderbolt.
Darm does not get Thunderbolt, I don't think.
I have no idea. I think it does, but I'm not 100% sure. I know it gets grass, not an energy ball.
But that'll do it for this week 4 recording. We'll be moving on to week 5. Any closing thoughts?
Ordinarily we'd go over the week 5 matchups in this, but the people who are watching this video know that week 5 is already over. We're very behind.
We're already on the final week.
We'll try and push out at least 2 more videos for you guys to get it done today.
We'll try. Well, I mean, we only spent 45 minutes on this first week, so that's not too bad.
And we spent like 15 minutes on one game, so.
Yeah. We went through the other ones a little quicker. All right, so that'll be it for week 4. Stay tuned for week 5.